Alright, good afternoon all. This is Gregory John Lee II, here with another edition of the Click Show. Today we'll be talking about women empowerment in Haiti and for black women. Sit back, relax, and as we talk about this great topic today. So, as I tag most of my people in this video, alright. So, today I was at work today, and I was thinking about what occurred last week. I think about a week or two ago in Haiti. You all know that the Haitian president was assassinated in Haiti at his own home, and this is a great tragedy for the family that this had happened to. Just recently, the First Lady of Haiti decided to go back to Haiti this past weekend. I'm guessing for the funeral service of the late president of Haiti. So, today I'm going to be talking about women empowerment and how how empowering a woman is a good idea, and how we can help those who are struggling to empowerment. All right. Okay, so I did the introduction. So number 2 is, why do I think Haiti women have a bad rap, or should I say misunderstood? I think Haitian women in general have a bad rap. Like I said in the blog, and by the way, I will be posting the blog on this video, and if I have enough time, I will post it on the YouTube channel and under the YouTube channel. Thank you. I think that Haitian women have a bad rap because they're really misunderstood in a sense that yes, they're strong. Yes, I'm not gonna say the best looking woman, but I mean they're very strong and strong-willed. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're the top echelon for me for attractive women, but I mean they're a very strong women, and mentally and physically strong, and they know how to support a family. Martine Maurice is a prime example of that. She's gone through a tremendous tragedy, nearly lost her life, and through all that, she's actually putting the weight of her kids, not to put the weight of her kids, but supporting her kids who are probably going through emotional stress right now over the death of their father. Now, when I did the blog earlier today, I mentioned that Haitian women do have a tendency of liking men with money, and they're a little bougie sometimes. It's true. I mean, they may not have a lot, but they act like that they're millionaires. So that's some of the stuff you gotta watch out for. Now, this is aspect number 3. How do I think the First Lady's family tragedy, the death of her husband, President of Haiti, will affect her mentally? like one thing I'll have to admit for myself is that um, is that mental, especially with dealing with mental health, especially dealing with mental health, what you need to watch out for in situations like this is the fact that let's just rewind a little bit. July 7th, 1 o'clock in the morning, gunmen entered the Maurice's household, shot Martin Maurice, and shot and killed, shot and killed the president, who's also Martin Maurice's husband, 12 times right in front of her. That's a tremendous emotional stress that will actually cause PTSD. And I actually looked up PTSD. Okay, what is PTSD? PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD is a mental health condition that's triggered by a terrifying event, either experiencing it or witnessing it. Symptoms may include flashbacks, nightmares, severe anxiety, as well as uncontrollable thoughts about the event. These are the type of stuff that I won't be surprised that Martin Maurice and her kids will go through, because I believe one or two of her kids were in that house when the shooting occurred. And I don't believe these gunshots felt good either. So I'm pretty sure Martine or the father was yelling when they were being shot. All right. Now, you don't have to be mentally challenged to go through a mental issue. A mental issue. PTSD can happen to anyone. I have autism and epilepsy. I could go through a PTSD. Joe Smo down the street can go through PTSD. Anyone can go through PTSD. Please keep this in mind. Don't judge someone because you hear the term PTSD. It's a life-changing event in a person's life. And it doesn't take a week or 2 weeks to get over. It will take a year, if not 3 years, to get over that event. So just because she was shot, her husband died, and she survives, doesn't mean she will necessarily get over that event the next day. If she does, she's a very strong woman. All right, let's go to number 3. How I think overcoming and okay, let me go back to number 3. Number 2 real quick. Like I said, PTSD is a mental disorder. It doesn't mean the person's mentally handicapped. It just means that seeing the house, being in the room, hearing a firecracker may trigger flashbacks to the event. Doesn't mean something is off about them. Doesn't mean they can go out and have fun and have drinks with their friends. Just means that traumatic event will trigger an emotion that will cause this. That will cause this. We'll go to number 4. How do I think overcoming an obstacle can make you stronger in the long run? I think that going, this is a tremendous tragedy, no doubt about it. It's a crime the one probably the worst crime I ever heard, killing a man in front of his wife and kids. But the kids weren't in the room, but in the same house with the kids. With that being said, going through this was I pray to God, and I do pray that her and her kids get through this and become stronger human beings after this. I'm not saying they weren't strong to begin with, but to go through this and be stronger after this. I think that maybe going through this, they could also help others who are going through the same situation they went through in the near future. I have autism, I have epilepsy. I'm able to help those with disabilities by using my own history of mental illness to aid those who are going through a crisis. Just passionate, just my main goal is to pass it forward. It's not about degrading somebody, putting someone below them. They went to a horrifying situation. Use that situation to help those who are probably going through the same situation later on in life. But before you can help someone else, you gotta make yourself stronger. All right. And lastly, do I or did I rethink my thoughts on Haitian women, and how so? I'm not gonna lie. I mean, seeing how strong Mark and Maurice is after this great tragedy, to me, makes me want to reconsider dating Haitian women to begin with. This is not one of those things that, and I'm not gonna lie to you. In my early 20s and my early 20s, if a Haitian woman would hit on me, I'd probably curse them out. But starting 27 to 34, I started trying to hit on Haitian women. Sorry, flirt with Haitian women. My age range when it comes to women nowadays is 30 to 45. Granted, I'm only 35 at the current moment, so you get the drift. And depending on how good looking the woman is, I might go 47, 48, 49, depending on the woman. That's just me. So yeah, I have reconsidered dating Haitian women after seeing how strong Martine Maurice has been. I'm an advocate for those with disabilities, so if the Maurice family asks me to advocate for the mom or help them emotionally or mentally in any way, shape, or form, I'll be gladly to do so. I just wouldn't do it in Haiti because what's going on in Haiti right now. But that's just me. There's many advocates in the state of Florida. I'm not the only one. So that's my thoughts for tonight. I'm gonna have another one on domestic violence next week on Richard Sherman's situation. I believe my co-host will be part of that one next week. And until then, see you guys next week.